on.
It's on.
It's on.
It's on.
Come on, Hobo Joe.
All right. Okay. I'm coming, and I'm here. Hey there.
Hey, you ready to record?
Record, right? Okay. Yeah, fine.
Let's go.
Ow!
Ow!
You hit into me and it hurt.
No.
Wait, where's my body? My body, my
Here,
head.
heads up.
Oh, thank you. Here, let me give you a hand or an arm or both.
Thank you.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Welcome to the Two of a Bunch podcast.
I'm Lily.
And I'm Joaquin, and enjoy the show. Hello there, and welcome to the Two of the Bunch podcasts with your host, Liliana
Hello.
and Joaquin. What's up, guys? It is lovely to be here with you guys, including that we have the team, Janet, Supervisor Janet, and Sound Guy Jeff. Good job, Jeff. All right, guys. It is great to be back. A lot of things have been happening. In 2 weeks from now, at this moment, football season is starting. That's kind of exciting, right? In this October, right? This October, Piera will be fighting.
Piera.
Yeah, Piera's fighting to get his belt back.
And Goliath.
And Goliath for his.
No, wait.
Yeah, he is.
Is it Goliath or Nurmagomedov?
It's in Goliath.
Yeah, I think so.
For the title. And Giants are 2-0, and they're playing again today, preseason game against the Patriots. We're also 2-0. Just like a little sports time capsule, because that's really the only thing I care about. So today's episode, we are talking about the declining, of superhero content, because the Flash episode that we watched the other day.
That is true.
So yeah, if you guys have been living underneath a rock, you would know what if you have been, you wouldn't know what a superhero is, or a superhero media. These superheroes are everywhere. With the top 3 most famous superheroes probably would be Batman, Spider-Man, and Superman. They're probably the 3 most famous superheroes. Superman being the oldest. Spider-Man being the most popular with kids, and Batman being just pretty much the coolest, I guess you can say. He is pretty cool, Batman.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I guess that's why people like him.
I think just the jokes that came around from Batman, that's what's popular about him.
I think he had like the most superhero movies too.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's just start off from really the beginning of superheroes. Or really the beginning of comic books. Comic books were started in the 1700s. Well, comic strips by Benjamin Franklin. He would put them in his newspapers. Benjamin Franklin would. And the first ever comic strip was a snake cut into 13 pieces, with each initial of each state on each 13 original colonies on each snake, and that was comedic.
Well, it wasn't really comedic. It was more supposed to be like, this is what they've done to us. So some of the comics of the time were comedic, but this was more of like a accurate type of comic.
Yeah, some of the other comic strips were actually most of the comic strips were all political. There was a comic strip of they were talking about the monster debt. Like there was a monster debt, but it was a big monster named Debt. Just chilling down with a bib, looking at everybody. There was the Democratic Party kicking a lion. It was a donkey kicking the lion because they were making fun of the current Democratic presidential candidate, and it was titled "The Ass Kicking the Dead Lion." I'm not cursing, guys. That's the name of that's what they called donkeys back then.
Donkey kick. I thought you said
the ASS. Yes, I said it as in the actual term. I wasn't cursing. Kind of.
Jeff gave us a wink.
Yeah, Jeff gave us a wink. Either way. So and then eventually in the 30s, a man who I forgot decided to make a superhero. Well, a hero. Yeah, it was the 1930s. So he went around asking kindergarten children if they'd have a power, what would it be? And eventually it was made into a superhero Superman. The first ever superhero.
No, he's not.
Yeah,
he's the third.
Who's the first ever?
I don't know his name, but it's not Superman. Well, people always say that because the first 2 have been forgotten. I will leave it on the screen. I will leave it on the screen if I can find it.
Right. Well, Yeah, but thank you for that. Superman, yeah. He was the one. He's the most popular.
Yeah.
And then eventually, like the 40s, Stan Lee came in with Captain America characters and like Thor, Hulk, Iron Man. 50s, Batman came in. Oh well, 50 and like around the 40s, Batman wasn't a superhero. He was it was basically a
Detective.
hero, but he was just a detective in underwear on the outside of his clothes, and a cape. Man, that's kind of weird. Either way, so yeah, then eventually it progressed that where you can't go anywhere without seeing at least somebody with like a superhero shirt or somebody with a merchandise of a superhero.
True.
But it's just not the same. It's just not the same.
Well, we will specifically be talking about more of like superhero movies or in shows.
So first, we guess we've got to talk about declining of television media for these superheroes, because there's movies and TV shows and all that stuff.
Yeah, but it kind of goes together, so we can just do all at once.
Yeah,
Well, we could start with like
we'll break it out like
we'll
Marvel
start
and DC.
with everything had an agenda, but or something that was inappropriate or just wrong about it.
Right.
And we could start off what was wrong in 2000s and what is wrong now, and how they've
We are in
gotten worse.
2000.
No, early 2000s,
Oh, okay.
not 2020.
I get what you're saying. Well, in some of the older comics, or movies, or TV shows, there was the women wearing the weird stuff and all that jazz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it wasn't only women wearing weird stuff. It was also like scenes in between the characters, and we'll say scenes because we're children.
Not in the old stuff, like
I'm not
like
talking
in
about
between.
comics. I'm talking about
Oh, movies?
2000s
Yeah.
movies. And I'm pretty sure they had it in the shows.
Like in Hulk.
Hulk. Oh, you mean in the movie? Yeah. I was thinking of the Iron Mans. But by the way, we know it's in there, but we haven't seen these scenes. So we've seen the movies, but not those scenes. They've been skipped. But that's why they were skipped, because obviously that type of content. So a lot of the older stuff, it was just more of immoral, which what do you expect from un-Christian people? So it was
What do you expect
mostly
from Hollywood.
well, fair enough, but it was mostly inappropriate jokes, women not wearing proper clothing, and
Or
if
even
you
men
were
not wearing proper
unlucky,
clothing.
scenes.
They just like the really tight underwear up to their part.
Yeah, I guess it's just like a Speedo type of thing.
Yeah,
I
like a
guess.
Speedo. Like Namor. Got his
Norman.
name. He's cool though.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Okay.
The
So that
Aquaman,
was
basically.
basically what was wrong with the 2000s. It was just immoral. It was just immoral. But there was never really any like agenda and anything after like, oh, this side is racist. This is their love is love type of stuff. There was really none of that.
Yeah.
There was many jokes, color wise, like people being like racist, but like it really wasn't racism. They were, just cracking jokes. So there was really never. It was more loose than we are today. If somebody makes a joke that's like racist, it's deemed like bad. But back then it was just like, Iron Man might say something and his friend Rhodey would just be like, ha ha ha, really funny.
You
That's
said
pretty much.
Iron Man. I thought Robert Downey Jr. And we were talking about weird culture jokes.
Yeah.
And I thought Tropic Thunder, which we haven't watched.
Not yet. Not yet. But maybe someday.
Probably someday. I'm definitely watching that one day. That sounds funny. Either way.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's not only agenda that has declined, but that has grown in it, which also declined.
Mm-hmm.
It's also just poor writing, period.
Well, that's what I was going to get to. So we started with really good movies. So more specifically, because we watch more Marvel than we watch DC. I think the most DC we were watching
before
is
they
that
were
Flash
good,
show.
they were the older superhero movies, like when they painted a guy green. It was like corny. It was kind of corny. They were they were good, but they were corny.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like.
And then they got good. Then they got really good.
What we think of as legit.
Well, yeah, but then they got really good, and now they're just worse than they were before when they had poor CGI, and they were still working everything out.
Well, we haven't seen many of those. We've seen stuff with poor CGI, but we've more seen Marvel movies. We've seen a good handful of the DC movies, but not a ton.
Yeah.
The most DC watching we've ever done
was Batman.
No, it was Flash. Flash has got the most DC watching out of us. Think about it.
Yeah, you're right.
But now that I think about it, there's also a ton of television shows for like, I mean, that's still superhero stuff.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. I was about to bring up the Spider-Man cartoons. In the 80s, they had Spider-Man who sound like this.
Really?
The old Spider-Man
So
sounded
what
like
Spider-Man
this.
have I been watching with Dad?
What?
What Spider-Man have I been watching with Dad? A 90s version?
Yeah, that's 90s. The 80s version, though, was like the classic Spider-Man, where Spider-Man was like a college student. He was jacked, basically jacked. He was swell.
Mm-hmm.
And then he'd fight the bad guys like Kingpin, Doctor Doom, Green Goblin. Mm-hmm. And then in the 90s, the show that you watched where he just graduated high school, I think.
I don't think he just graduated, but he has been in college.
Right, where
So,
Aquaman's played by
remember.
Yako Warner.
Is he?
Yep.
Oh.
The same guy. Yeah, it's Jeff the Short. He played a lot of characters, that guy. 2 different Ninja Turtles. Either way, he played Donatello and Raphael. Either way, Raphael and very classics. Then after that, I think eventually we have the Spectacular Spider-Man, which besides all the relationships Peter had, it was and also it had like not poor animation, just the funky looking animation because it was like early 2000s, but it was
kind of reminds me of like the older Cartoon Network animation,
but
like for like Johnny
really
Quest and stuff like that. Just kind of.
It was really, and he was very funny. This Spider-Man.
Yeah, he was.
All the other
I
Spider-Man
kind
was
of found him
sarcastic.
obnoxious a little bit.
But it was good. I liked it. It's one of the best.
My personal favorite regarding the animated ones would be
Ultimate?
the Ultimate one.
Ultimate Spider-Man with a bit of that invincible animation.
I don't think there was anything wrong with it, except for maybe the way some girls dressed. But I can't think of anything wrong with the show.
No, it was good. I liked it, and also Peter was less funny than all the other versions.
It was more of like what was going on in his
versions.
brain
Yeah.
was funny.
And how he broke
So
first wall.
he was funny,
That was good. Yeah.
and he could be quippy, just not in the like constant. No, he was very quippy.
Yeah, it was very quippy. It was hilarious.
I think he was.
But most
Thinking
of the
about it, I think
comedy
it was the
came from
funniest
him,
one.
his mind with the breaking fourth wall
The
stuff.
breaking fourth wall. That is true. That's why it's probably one of my favorites because he breaks the fourth wall, and in him breaking fourth wall, it's all chibi. At least sometimes it is, and I think that's funny.
Oh, and before all those, it was in in between the 80s and 90s. There was Spidey and His Amazing Friends, which was him, I think Spider-Woman, and the Human Torch. And that was the original Spidey and His Amazing Friends. After the Ultimate Spider-Man, there was just Spider-Man, where he went to a college called Horizon High, which was very, very bad.
That was Horizon. I thought Horizon High was supposed to be a high school.
But that's where he went.
You said college.
I'm at high school.
Yeah, the Horizon High series is not good.
Really
it's
bad.
That's one of those shows that pushes a lot of agenda, and it's just cheesy.
It was bad.
The Spider-Man wasn't like entertaining. Like he could make jokes,
But they were bad.
but they're more like a hit or miss kind of joke type of thing.
And it was like he could never make jokes. He was like, "Oh wait, I got a joke. Wait, let me think." Like he wasn't.
No, that's not
fast
true.
or quippy.
That's not true. He was fast and quippy, but it was more like
Like, oh god, please don't play jokes.
like a corny joke.
They were bad. It was bad. They took characters and made them. Venom wasn't the strongest Venom. It was 3 female Venoms that were stronger.
It just kept on like pushing agenda. So
Peter Parker was a weak male.
At least most. No, he wasn't that weak.
Besides his spider powers, he was a weak one.
No, he wasn't. Peter Parker was kind of whiny and bratty.
Aunt May was more athletic than he was.
No, but that doesn't make him like feminine or weak. That just means he's not
Weak.
athletic. That was one thing. Like, how can
you be Spider-Man and not be athletic?
Spider-Man was never really like athletic as far as we could see. Not that he couldn't, because obviously there was wrestling, and I think one series he played football. But he was never like that athletic. Like it was never important.
Right.
So just because he's not athletic doesn't mean he's weak.
Right.
And the character himself wasn't feminine, but it was just kind of like a little whiny, kind of obnoxious.
Poorly written.
The series itself was poorly written. It was ridiculous.
What? And then there was the children version. No, then there was another short version. The shorts.
Oh, the shorts.
Those
the
weren't
shorts
very
are
good.
more for children.
Very little children, but they weren't very good. I think
Which
they could have
ones?
done
There
better.
were 2 shorts.
I'm talking about the
The one for the Horizon High one, or
he looked like it, but it was detached from it.
okay, but it was still the same guy playing the character.
Yes,
So
that one was for kids, but it wasn't well done. I feel like they were just like, here, kids, take that. Like it looked like scrapped up leftovers that they just kind of threw at them. That's what I felt like. They just scrapped up leftovers.
the one where he explains what the scientific.
Yeah,
Scientific.
no, that was a follow to it. There was remember how Spider-Man would come in, and then he explained a story to you that happened.
That one was good. It's
But it
meant for
felt
little
like-
children.
Yeah, but then they had the newer version, which isn't too bad.
There's a newer version.
The newer version that they watch.
Wait.
All right, so after the Horizon High, they made a short series with the same actor for Spider-Man,
Right.
but Spider-Man would tell you a story about when he worked with a different superhero.
Right. And then it goes like chibi looking almost.
Yeah, and then
That one was good.
they were all right, but now they have the newer Spidey and his Amazing Friends.
The Spidey and his Amazing Friends
Which isn't
are not
awful.
as good as the other ones. The thing is that I agree they can be like it feels kind of cheesy, especially with the veggie dogs, like vegan stuff that they're trying to push through it. But besides that, it really did teach a lot. It was supposed to be like more wholesome than what Spider-Man is,
Which wasn't bad. It
which
just
I
felt poorly
liked.
written.
It wasn't poorly written except for the vegan stuff. Like, bro, nobody.
Vegan stuff was
No,
poorly
no
written.
6-year-old wants a vegan dog. They want a hot dog. Give it to them.
I don't
now.
think any 6-year-old.
Hulk doesn't want a vegan dog. Stop it. I do
Veggie
not
dog, yeah.
believe Thor would ever want a veggie dog.
He's a
Stop
Viking.
it.
He wants meat.
They all want meat. But besides that, I thought the show.
Black Widow didn't become a good ballerina without having any strength in her legs. All right, guys. That's not how it works.
I mean, they might have starved them, thinking about how horrible that place
So they
was.
probably gave them vegan meals.
I don't know what they did to them, but still.
You're eating
But that's
one plate, 0 calories.
we basically explained what the movies and adult shows are like now. They were good. They had a few like and then they're just kind of like agenda filled and annoying now.
And then newer stuff. They take a lot of female character. They take a lot of characters in this newer Spidey and his Amazing Friends,
Make them female. Yeah,
Make 'em
that's
female,
that's
which-
typical stuff that
yeah.
they do and everything now.
and something else. And eventually, the show kind of just got like, what? Like they just turned into
Yeah.
dinosaurs now.
Yeah.
It just kind of got like ridiculous.
Yeah, it's obnoxious.
Like the high tech suits were clever.
That's what I'm
were they
saying.
hidden
I
to
don't like
watch?
that Spider-Man and the Amazing Friends that much. It's good for little kids, but like the other one was more wholesome and better, except for the veggie dogs. Nobody on the stinking planet
Veggie
wants a
dogs
dog.
are disgusting.
Like, ew. I don't even like regular hot dogs. Why are you gonna go and make it worse?
You like hot dogs?
If they're grilled, I like them.
Oh, yeah,
Otherwise,
me-
not
yeah,
so
me too.
much.
Boiled water. I can't hear hot dog water without thinking of Tuttle Twins. Why does it smell like hot dog water? Wouldn't it be warm hot dog water? Wouldn't cold hot dog water be weirder? It wasn't the temperature of the hot dog water that was the problem.
Well,
That's it.
Well, that's a show that I don't feel like will be degrading in value anytime soon. But that's pretty much what every movie is now of superhero stuff, at least. It's just like, it's funny because when all the superheroes movies were getting bad, I felt like other movies were getting good.
Right.
Like The Matrix, The Gladiator.
Oh my goodness, Taking Gladiator was so good.
There are more movies. I just can't think of them right now.
Moana.
Moana 2 was
The music wasn't as good.
good. Yeah, the music. There was like a few songs that were as good, like maybe 2.
Mm.
Maybe no, like 1. I think there was 1. There was 1 that I really liked. Besides that, the rest were okay. But the movie itself wasn't as great as the first one. But it wasn't a bad movie.
It just wasn't as good.
It just
movie.
wasn't as good, which is hard to do when you've got such a great first movie.
And when
It's kind of like
you
Gladiator.
lost a lot of money.
It's kind of like Gladiator. Gladiator 1 was a great movie, and personally, Gladiator 2 is my favorite. However, looking at both of them, I could agree that the first one was better.
Yeah.
But
That
the
was good,
second one was my favorite.
They were a really good movie. I'm glad they were good.
Hmm
I'm Gladiator.
So, we can talk more specifically about Marvel, because that's what we watch more of. I don't think we watched the bad DC movies.
Let's watch this. Yeah, we have.
We watched like the Dark Knights, which are all good. I watched Aquaman. You still haven't watched that
It
one.
was good, right?
From what I remember, because it's been a while. Yeah, it was good.
I watched the Justice League, which was all right. Oh, and Green Lantern.
Green Lantern. Green Lantern was okay.
Yeah, it wasn't awful.
It was okay. I felt like the movie was good. That I know they have jokes in there. I've never watched the full thing, so I don't know if there's any like content in there. But I know there were definitely jokes in there.
Yeah.
But besides that, we really don't watch much DC.
So we'll talk about the shows first because
The
we're already on the
show-
subject of shows, and then we'll move on to movies.
We're on the subject of
comics.
Marvel, but okay.
No, I mean, there's more Marvel shows.
Yeah, I guess.
Like, there's 2 Avenger shows that I know of. Oh no, there's
a ton
another.
of Avenger shows.
well, that
Marvel
I
shows
watched.
that you
I'm
watched.
seeing Avenger shows. Like, here, look. There's Avengers Assemble, which was a show that was made
you
like
mean the
early
cartoon.
2000s.
Okay.
The Avengers Assemble was a very good movie. A show series.
The show was good.
And the intro was what? That was a great
Probably
intro.
still one of the best intros for television out there.
Spectacular Spider-Man
If
had
you
a great
haven't
intro.
watched,
Yeah,
yeah, the beat was good, but I'm talking about like
Lyrics.
overall,
It was a good intro.
Avengers Assemble's got a pretty great one.
Yep.
So
And then there's the other Avengers show that's just called Avengers, which ties in with Ultimate Spider-Man. It's a great.
which one was that one?
It's the one with Hawkeye and Black Widow. Well, Black Widow isn't a bad guy.
I thought Avengers Assemble was.
Nope.
the one
Avengers
that-
Assemble was the older one. But I do remember
Oh,
the
you're
Avengers
right.
show where it ties in with Ultimate Spider-Man. Peter Parker would break fourth wall as usual, and then like, who are you talking to?
That's funny.
Like, what are you doing? He's like, nothing.
No, but I don't think I ever watched that one. But the only other one I can think of besides Avenger Assemble is the like anime version.
Oh, that one was really bad.
It's an anime, so it's cheesy.
No, but it was just
super
poorly
cheesy.
written.
No, it wasn't. Not completely.
Doctor Strange was a great character though. At first, you see him, he's all serious and stuff, and then Hawkeye wants to do something. Say, no, Hawkeye, not you. It has to be the main character, and the main character goes. Hawkeye's like, why not me? What was I wrong? And then, what did I do wrong? And Doctor Strange was like, you got to learn how to take a joke, and left. He's like, what? It's like,
The show is anime, so it's like super cheesy. If you ever watch an anime, that's what
and
the
that
show
one
is.
was so zesty.
And they added like 4 different characters. 4.
like
was it-
17.
No,
Oh,
I think it was 4.
The 2
Yeah,
guys
but-
and 1 chick. Oh yeah, and then the other guy. Yeah,
The other
4.
guy. So it was like
It was poor.
it was so it's the Avengers, but then like these 4 kids go along with them, and which by the way, they're just nowhere in the Marvel universe. But
Now they are.
yeah, they are. But like before that, they were nowhere. So they just added these kids, created them like Dragon Ball Z type of thing.
No,
powers.
nothing like Dragon
No,
Ball
I'm
Z
saying
powers.
like not superhero powers like we would expect superheroes to have.
They
like
were more
super
like
strength or something.
they were like
I'm
quirks
saying,
from
like,
My Hero Academia. They weren't like
But that's what
my
I'm
Dragon
no,
Ball.
no. What I'm saying is not that they had Dragon Ball powers. What I'm saying is
Yeah, I get what you're saying. They belong
They
better
would've been-
suited in a something more outlandish than something.
not only outlandish, but their powers aren't typical Avenger powers. They're more like some sort of an anime powers.
like My Hero Academia. They will belong
Never mind.
in something totally different.
Never
Not Marvel is what you're saying.
Yes.
Like a quirky anime.
So the show
There's no
itself
skylight.
wasn't bad, and I like that they didn't go with the Captain Marvel we all
Oh my-
know. They
no.
went with a Captain Marvel that's like a sweetheart.
They contorted Captain Marvel in the greatest way ever.
She's like a sweetheart. She's great with kids. Like she's just great.
She's a daycare teacher.
Not that she also
They
doesn't
took
have
the
powers.
feminist character and made her a character that would listen. She had ideas. She'd be respectful. She was respectful to all the. She was respectful. She was great with the. It was like the opposite of a feminism. And in the other Avengers show, which ties in with the Ultimate Spider-Man, she was a go-getter. She wasn't a feminist. She was like
Yeah.
a go-getter, and she
I
like
think
poked fun at the
people
other heroes.
misunderstand when they're writing characters when somebody's a go-getter
She's
and
not
like
a jerk.
quirky and can make jokes and take jokes.
Yep.
And then they kind of like overextend it. Like they're like I can only think of one word for it, but that's not like a good word, so I can't say that word. You know, we'll use a word that's not as strong as what I was going to say. A nagger. They make this person like a nagger. There was a word that I was going to say that instead, but I can't say that one. But she's practically when they take
That was good.
her and change her, she's a nagger. That's what she is.
Yeah, she was an nagger. It is a nagger.
That's just typical.
There was shorts that they made for Miss Marvel.
Basically, don't watch those, please.
No.
Some of them were good.
Else.
Some of them were good, but they had other ones.
You're thinking of Rising. I'm talking about they had a series of shorts that tied in with.
The Rising does attach.
No, those attached to the ones that attached to the Ultimate Spider-Man one. Those shorts were made 2 years after, where Miss Marvel said they made a short. See, you're thinking something else. For Miss Marvel, where she was like, Captain America recruited her to train. She's like, I can't train. I mean, like, look at Vision and then detail Vision story. That tied in with Ultimate Spider-Man.
But that one also attaches with the Rising, I was told.
Nope. Rising is something totally different.
Don't watch Rising.
Because they also had 2 different Squirrel Girls.
They've got a lot of shorts, and most of them aren't bad. Like the Ant-Man shorts, those are funny.
Oh, those were good. They look supposed to like an old comic book, and I like that. The Ant-Man shorts weren't bad. I like.
Most of the shorts are good. Don't watch the Rising. Those were trashy.
They weren't just woke. They were just poorly written. Yeah. Is there any other shows?
Well, we can start talking about the shows from first The Flash and then the Marvel TV shows, and then actually talk about Marvel movies.
No, we can do Marvel shows and DC shows and the Big Hero 6 shows. Because that's a show. Because we're talking about superheroes.
Let's do Big Hero 6 first. Then do
DC?
DC, because all we've seen is Flash. That will be quicker.
And some Arrow.
Yeah, I've seen a few Arrows.
Just so you know, the Big Hero 6 show is really bad.
Listen, you've probably watched Big Hero 6, the movie. You probably didn't know it was part of Marvel.
Well, it was originally part of Marvel, but now it isn't.
It kind of is not. The stuff that they created isn't, but the characters are. And they distorted them a lot, but the movie was good. The movie was really good.
It was amazing because it was basically based off the Marvel characters.
Yeah. But they still
Stan Lee made a manga with a manga artist, which was Big Hero 6.
No wonder they look like a manga. I was looking at the drawings and I was like, they look like a manga.
Yeah, it was supposed to be the manga superheroes. Silver Samurai trained them in one version.
Okay.
And then yada 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 yada. Disney takes it, makes it basically changes the character. They basically based off the characters.
Yeah, now
changed up the team, and now it's Big Hero 6 as we know it, which is still one of the greatest Disney movies.
Yeah, it's a great movie. If you haven't seen it, you need to watch it. The shows, on the other hand,
no, I'm just gonna wrap it up because I don't want to linger on them.
It's just bad.
The first season was all right. They distorted the characters a lot, but they had some pretty good bad guys.
Yeah, they did what they typically do with a TV show that's based off a movie. They dramatize everybody's behavior. So if one person was scared of a few things or they just mentioned it, they made them like extra and like kind of girly. If somebody was like to themselves a little bit, they made them like totally to themselves, kick butt type of like
annoying
feminist type of stuff, because that's specifically.
Maybe it was a little feminist.
She wasn't in an obnoxious way. She was. You could tell that she was proud of being a girl, and that's what I think feminism truly should be. It should just be that you're proud to be who you are.
I can't agree with that because I'm not sure what being a girl is like.
No, I just mean like you should just be proud of who you are, what you are. Like,
right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, the theme for Goose Scout. You know the theme. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, the second season was worse. Again, they had some pretty good villains in there. Third season was bad.
The second, the ideas, like storylines, aren't bad, but it just.
Here's the problem,
cheesy.
though. They made a character. I'm just gonna say it, named Noodle Burger Boy, but it was a robot mascot for our store, a robotic mascot, and. Originally, it was supposed to be a military thing where it could predict the enemy's move, but it was used to predict your orders. If you ordered something a few times, it'd be able to predict your next order. So a villain got a hands on it and used it to predict superheroes' next moves.
Oh.
He was basically like Taskmaster for a bit. The robotic Taskmaster. He was quirky and stuff, but he wasn't really annoying. Eventually, in the second and third season, which the actor definitely was changed because it sounds nothing like the older guy, he was now just a stupid robot and can't even do the predicting thing anymore.
Yeah,
they took the character and ruined it. Yeah, really? He used to be a robotic taskmaster and just turned into an idiot. Like he shoot ketchup out of his fingers.
Yeah, but there might have been a reason for that you didn't see. Because to be fair, we never really watched the whole thing, but that's because
I watched the whole thing with Matt.
Oh, okay. Well, I couldn't because I couldn't sit through an episode without being like, oh, gosh, this is so cheesy.
And then the chibi shorts were horrendous.
Yeah, but they're supposed to be. It was a
Horrendous.
joke.
It was a cash grab.
No, but
They made like 2 cents off.
I will say the cheapy stuff is what it's supposed to be. It's just supposed to be funny and ridiculous. That's all it's supposed to be.
Yep.
So it really wasn't that bad. But they also have there's Baymax the show, which you probably shouldn't watch.
It was woke. We never watched it because it was woke. And then they made a different short, which was Baymax Streams.
That wasn't bad.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. I liked it.
It was just supposed to be like silly, so don't expect much.
It was another cash grab. Anything that is a short that really has no significance to it,
yeah,
is a cash grab. A spin-off short is a cash grab.
So, since we talked about that show, barely, we could talk about the Flash one.
The Flash, first season was
good.
They had
He's
the
just-
one
he's
homosexual guy, the chief. He mentioned his boyfriend.
Oh, yes. Whatever. Yeah,
Ugh.
it's Netflix, so you're gonna see that stuff. Typical Netflix. But then it just got worse and worse as we kept on going. Like but
feminism.
second, no, it wasn't that much feminism. I'll get there. Stop it. One step at a time.
All right, you take it.
Not completely.
No, take the
Anyhow,
Flash because I take the
I
Marvel shows.
feel. No, you don't. You didn't even watch most of them. Anyhow.
No, I mean I took the
I get what you're saying.
cartoons.
Anyhow. The second season, up to the second season of Flash, the storylines are good. Past that, in the third season, it's kind of a hit or miss. After that, it's just kind of cheesy. But there was like feminist stuff, but it wasn't like as bad as like everything else is today.
Okay, then
It was like the girls come together and we can get it done because we're girls.
But how about
But besides that, the feminism
how
stuff
about
was
Joe's
horrible.
stepdaughter, who for the sake
That
of feminism,
That was bad. But I'm saying
explain it because they don't have no idea what we're talking about.
no, it wasn't. It was more of to see. It was more of. It's confusing. It really is confusing.
It was
guys.
feminism as heck and it was bad, and wasn't needed.
No, it was one episode. That's what I'm saying.
Wait, here's the thing.
It wasn't that bad.
subject, that one part, they never brought it up ever again.
Because that's the point.
But what's the point of putting it there?
That's the point. Was that she was lying, and they needed drama for a side thing on the episode.
Did you?
Lots of those episodes have side stuff.
Were you there for when they brought it up, Bulbasaur?
I think so. I don't remember right now.
I don't think you were there. No, you weren't. You
Anyhow.
were in the bathroom. I gotta tell you it later. It's hilarious when they brought up Bulbasaur.
Anyhow, there was an episode where she like dresses up inappropriately for the sake of like feminism, something. It was really confusing. It felt very. Her statement felt contradicting. Like
As
wait,
I was,
what?
and I was in the other room, which was the kitchen, and I was doing better stuff. I was making tea.
It was confusing, guys. It's not worth it. But
Is that
for
bougie?
the most part, besides that one episode, so far, because we haven't watched all the episodes yet, we're in like what the fourth.
Hopefully, I want to just stop watching that.
We're like in the fourth season.
There's 5 more seasons of this, and it gets worse with each season.
Again, we're like in
Bro,
the fourth
Snark
season. And
kissed
the
that guy like
feminism,
10 times.
3 times. I will get there. The
Plus 7.
feminism itself really isn't that horrible except for that episode. It's a lot of. It's more like if you ever grew up watching those like kids shows and they were like the girls came together and were like girl power. That's what those episodes are. It's just like girl power. We can do it. That's it. Honestly, except for that one chick that they can't catch. That is just weird.
They can catch her.
No, it's like they don't even try. It's either that they're keeping her there because they can't get her. Like there's nothing that
I
tells
think the
us
show
that we
just
can't
needs
get
her.
her.
I think the show just needs
Maybe
everyone,
they're
both
just too
sides,
lazy
the theme
to come up with a different character. So I don't know what's up with that.
They
But
introduced
the
Dominic and then just
feminism-
kill him. That was messed up.
The feminism in the show isn't that bad, except for that one episode again. However, the LGBTQ plus stuff, oh my
It's LGBTQ A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U V W X Y and Z stuff. Plus stuff. Oh shoot.
goodness. Anyhow,
I'm not an
It's-
ally.
it's-
I wouldn't know.
it's bad, guys. It really is. It's at first it's just like they're sneaking in there, making it normal type of stuff, which
Yeah.
is bad. But like, you can like ignore it.
No, you can't.
But then yes, you
I can't ignore it.
can. I'm saying you could just be like, okay, one stupid thing they said. and
if
then move
there is one stupid thing that they say, I automatically turn Alex Jones.
on.
I'm like, it is a conspiracy. They're trying to indoctrinate the children. I need
They
to
are
be able
trying
to
to
flip.
indoctrinate us. That's why they do it. But I'm the type of person that
But they're
doesn't
trying to sneak it in so like
I know it's sin. So I don't care.
nonchalantly.
Yeah.
Like my boyfriend says we have to eat healthy, so I gotta eat away at work. Like they're trying to that in.
At first, it was nonchalant.
Right.
Then it was like, so there's an episode where they go to this Planet
Multiverse.
X, and Planet X is being taken over by the German peoples, we'll say.
German peoples of World War II.
Yes. And they are taking, of course, all the Jewish. And
They are?
yeah, you didn't see that's what the star was, Joe. The history buff didn't realize what was going on.
I couldn't stand the episode. I only watched 2 episodes.
Yeah, but it wasn't that bad. I mean, it was bad. The episode wasn't that bad. I'm saying the second that it started and they said it hadn't become bad. But then they had this thing where Sunni people were wearing pink triangles. So they were like, "What are with the stars and the pink triangles?" And somebody said, stars, Jewish people." And then they were like, "Well, why do you have a pink triangle on your shirt?" And he said, "Because I love the wrong person." And we're like, "Oh, goodness gracious, for Pete's sake, please." And then that person goes on to kiss a different person like 3 times.
Captain Cold.
It was gross. It was gross.
And that.
Which I know sounds mean, guys, but why? Why can't we just watch the show? Why do you have to force us? So there is stuff in that Flash show. If you want to watch the first 2 seasons, if you
want to bear the 3rd season, because the 3rd season
see.
has a good character in it.
The what season?
The 3rd season.
Oh, 3rd season.
Character.
Yeah, that guy was funny. But we're thinking of the same guy, right? But don't say the person's name.
HR.
You stink.
Why can't I say the character's name?
Because I said not to. We're supposed to be on the same
not
team.
to is a great Pokemon.
I'm not doing this with him.
I said
Anyhow.
Zatu, then it's Natu, which is a psychic bird.
Anyhow. The show is just not only trying to push way, way more agenda now. Little by little, the storylines are just getting super, super cheesy. Just very cheesy. And it's just at the point where we're like, bro, just do this. Can't you just do this?
They can't. That's why they don't.
No, they can. They just don't write it very well.
Do not. There is no try.
I don't know anymore. It's annoying.
That's why I'm done with the show.
No, I want to finish it because I'm a finisher. I have to finish it. Even if I don't like it, I have to
I
finish
don't. I'm ready for
But
Cobra
once we
Kai.
finish, we get to watch Cobra Kai. I can't wait. I can't wait. I haven't watched the movies, but I watched here and there of the show.
You need to watch the new Karate Kid movie. When I tell you, it was.
I know you keep on telling me, and I'm waiting until it comes out.
I can't believe how good it was, though.
Of course, it was gonna be good. How dare you insult?
After you watched the
Miyagi's
movie, Matt
apprentice.
was like, "I might buy tickets again, and I'll bring Lily this time."
Finally.
That was such a good movie, and he never did. I don't think it's in theaters
I
anymore.
was forgotten. When
What?
did it come out?
June.
June, July. Yeah, sometimes they're out for 3 months, 6 months sometimes, if it's a really good movie. Yeah, so if I'm lucky, I may make it. Anyhow.
Oh my gosh!
Now we could talk about Marvel movies, because...
No, we need to talk about the live-action Marvel shows.
I meant shows. I meant the shows. Promise you I meant the shows.
We did cartoon, DC, Marvel. All right, let's do it.
Okay, so he hasn't watched a ton of the shows.
I haven't watched any of the shows actually, live-action wise.
Wow.
Wait, no, that can't be. Oh, it can be.
Wow. Okay, so he hasn't seen Moon Knight, which can get creepy.
Which I'm not gonna watch.
Why?
Because they take Moon
They
Knight.
didn't. You would love him. Just sit down.
I bet
and
I think
watch.
he's awesome.
It's only 6 episodes. It's not a waste of life. I watched 6 episodes
Which
of
is
Hawkeye
42 minutes.
within 2 hours.
42 minutes.
No, wait.
Let's see, each episode's
3,
42
4 hours?
minutes. 2 episodes is over an hour. I can't sit down for
You could for this.
I mean, no, I can't.
You sat down for the Equalizers, and they're slower.
Tell you what, I'm not watching it. I need to watch the new Daredevil show because it turns out that was
What if
great.
I watch something you want, and you watch something I want? and we could do an episode
I got the
and-
power.
on if we thought
That's
each other were right.
insane. What
So
show would
what
I
do
want to
you want
watch
me
with
to
you?
watch that I have disagreed to watch?
I don't know. What show would I know that you and I would have a great time watching?
No, it can also just be something that you're positive is good. And if I just actually gave it a shot, I would agree with you.
But I think I agree with most of the things you agree with.
Well, I think I'm the one introducing you to stuff. You never really, except for like YouTube channels, you introduced me to YouTube, never TV.
I don't watch much TV.
That's what I'm
Unless it's
saying.
sports. I introduced you to sports.
No, you didn't.
I introduced you to baseball.
No, you didn't. I watch all of it just because it's on. You didn't introduce me to that. It's not how that works.
Whatever. Are those your pants straps, Janet?
No, that's
on your head.
her pulley for the sweater.
Oh, okay. I thought you took your pants straps out, and
Put it on her head. No,
that would have been funny.
it would have been.
Not bad.
He'll
Janet.
think of that. We'll come up an episode. But he's going
I'm
to
not
watch
watching
Moon
Moon
Knight.
Knight.
Yes, you are.
I am watching the new Daredevil show
Okay, listen.
because I
Watch
heard
the
that
new-
was amazing.
Watch the new Daredevil show if you want. If you like the new Daredevil show, you're going to love the Moon Knight show. There's one part. How dare you, Jeff? There's one part, actually. Jeff, you also liked the Moon Knight. So,
Jeff liked it. Yeah, but
anyhow,
I can't enjoy something if you can complete contort a character.
you can.
I can't. I
You-
can't. I
You
personally
did.
can't.
You did. Big Hero 6, they completely distorted the characters.
They were different characters.
No. They distorted. They said that they were
The-
supposed to be these characters.
No, if you watch the bonus features, it said they were based off them, but they're totally different characters. The only one that shares the same name is Hero.
That's what I'm
Baymax-
saying. That's what they
They
did.
were. They said they were inspired by it.
No, they said it was them.
They said it
You
was
can
supposed to
ask-
be them, but then turned into an
You should ask Matt.
inspiration.
You can ask Matt. It was them.
And so then that's it. There's nothing else I do like.
But you haven't. Again, he needs to try it. Then he'll like it.
I'm not watching Moon Knight.
Yes, you are.
Including that they also contort Egyptian mythology.
So what? It's fake gods.
I
They-
like. It's like a comic book series.
They contorted their own mythology. Also,
It's like a comic book series.
for all you know, the mythology of Egyptians have been like contorted 1,000 times before you got to
No.
read their history.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes, it was.
No.
They contorted it all the time.
I was conscious of a
Anyhow.
bird head. I mean, not bird
He
head.
needs to watch
a
it.
skeleton
The
of a
only
bird head.
part of Moon Knight
Khonshu was a cool
that
hawk.
is like agenda is towards the end.
Are you
they
a
say
woman? Are you a
something.
female Egyptian superhero?
It wasn't her being that isn't, but it's more
My
of like,
eyeballs hurt.
why did we put that in there? It was like just so like like yeah, she's a female Egyptian superhero. Like that's if we're all equal, then I don't need to say I'm a female superhero. He doesn't need to say he's a male superhero.
I don't need to
He
keep
doesn't
bringing
need
up.
to say he's a colored superhero. Who cares?
I
what
don't
you
need to keep
identify
bringing up my
as?
boyfriend like for the 17th time.
If we're all
Instead of saying
equal,
calling by my name, you know,
if
like
we're all
Zach
equal,
got me
it
this
doesn't
shirt.
matter.
Now my boyfriend got me this shirt. I only address Zach as my boyfriend the whole time. I'm
Yeah.
not homie. I'm just saying, if Jeff is gonna have a boyfriend, don't make him say just boyfriend. Don't make
Yeah.
Jeff's boyfriend name boyfriend.
Yeah.
Give Jeff's boyfriend a name
So they do stuff like that,
at least. If we
and
were to have him in
everything.
there.
But
I say
the
don't
Moon
have-
Knight was kind of like that, like they just wanted to make sure you
What
knew
was with
she
the
was a
Muslim kid
female
with the
superhero.
blue hair? Blue hair.
He just had blue hair. There's literally he wasn't even important except for that he does something. I'll tell
Dies.
you are such a spoiler
You were the one who spoiled it for me. Oh God.
because you didn't want to watch the show.
I'm not watching the show.
You are gonna watch the show.
Goes against my convictions.
There's no convictions. There's nothing there.
Uh,
It's conviction wise.
Oh shoot! I got things up now.
Exactly. Nothing. Anyhow, the show itself is really good.
Wow.
Except for that one stupid part towards the end. However,
And Arrow, same thing. Arrow, not Arrow. Hawkeye.
we kind of didn't talk about Arrow. We haven't watched much of Arrow, so there's not really much we could talk about except for that they pretty much do the same thing Flash does. Started off pretty good and then got cheesy.
But Arrow was worse.
Yeah, Arrow has a lot of inappropriate content. A lot. Not that we watched it. Again, but still. Anyhow,
Yeah.
so Moon Knight was good. I watched the Hawkeye series, but I think I missed the first episode. I think I missed the episode of Moon Knight also. But Hawkeye was okay. It had parts where it was like cheesy, kind of silly. But I don't know why that show got such a bad rap. It really wasn't that bad.
What did?
That's Hawkeye. They're like, Hawkeye doesn't even do anything. It's that girl show. No, it's not. Hawkeye does a lot. You're just biased or you never watched it. Stop dying. It's so rude. You're such a rude human dying.
I'm sorry. Wait, what?
You want our audience to be traumatized by your death?
Maybe I do.
Okay.
That was dramatic, and I like it. I like dramaticism.
Anyhow. So, I'm not doing this with him. Anyhow. The Hawkeye show itself wasn't bad, but they did that thing also that basically Moon Knight did. So something like quickly in there, which is like this lady has a bag and it says bombshell on it, which they distorted these characters. But anyhow, it says bombshell on it. And Hawkeye goes to take the bag from her because she put all of his arrows in there because she went to go get them for him. And as he goes to grab the bag, she goes, no, you can't take this from me. This my wife made this for me. She even sewed bombshell on it for me. So they like threw it in there, but it wasn't that bad.
Try to sneak it in there like it was normal.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember other shows. I don't remember other shows.
I think you only watched those 2 shows.
No, I've seen bits and parts. Oh, I saw the Daredevil show.
I heard that was good. The newer show. She never
it
watched
was
the old
very
one.
good. I didn't watch the older stuff. I hear the older stuff, and I mean older Netflix superhero Marvel wise is not. It was good, but not appropriate. That's what I've heard.
Oh! The one thing I wanted to mention.
What?
The only thing I don't like about the new Daredevil show, which I never watched, but the only thing I don't like about it is that they give Daredevil a new suit, but it was bright yellow, and it was a certain type of yellow that just makes you go, ugh. So that's
His suit isn't yellow.
no. He eventually gets the new Daredevil suit, but it's called the new Daredevil suit. You can see it all the video games.
You never watched it. No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
No, he
gets a
doesn't.
new yellow suit.
Jojo, no, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
Listen, it might be in video games and stuff, but I watched the show.
Nope, in the show he gets a.
He never gets it. Listen, it's not his new suit. His new suit was a red one. So he might have
Gets a
started off
newer
with the
suit.
yellow one, but that wasn't his newer suit. His newer suit was the red one.
It's newer to Daredevil, not the show, but to the character.
Okay, if that's true.
It was a gross yellow. I don't like. It's not like.
I don't even
gross-
remember him having the suit.
It's
to be
just a shady
completely
yellow I
honest.
don't like. It's just a shady yellow that I don't like. So I don't like that.
But
it's still not gonna make me not watch the show. I'm just saying it's a gross yellow. Either way, yeah.
Okay, so here's a part that is confusing.
Mm.
They keep on messing with Kingpin in all these shows. So if you're a Marvel fan, you know who Kingpin is. I'm not gonna have to explain him. You know, very big bad guy. Bad news for any superhero that faces him. He goes from being, I don't know which show came out first, the Hawkeye or Echo. I never watched Echo. I saw the trailer. It looked cheesy, but you know, trailers could be misleading. I didn't hear
According to
good
Disney,
things
the
about
first
it.
episode, like if you read the first
Yeah, if
episode,
you read the first if you read the description of the first episode, the main chick Maya kills
keep it.
Kingpin within the first episode. Now, back up. In Hawkeye, Maya has been working for Kingpin, which is the same thing as the Echo series. However, in the last episode of the Hawkeye, Maya shoots at Kingpin. Now,
You don't know if he shoots it.
they shoot him. She shoots him off camera, so we don't know if he's dead. Maybe he's alive by the time that he gets to the Echo show, so it connects to each other. I don't know which one came out first. However, that means she did kill him in the Echo show. However, in the what's the name of the show?
Hawkeye.
No, the other one,
Dude, Daredevil.
Daredevil. He's alive.
Alive and well.
So unless he faked his death in Echo, which I haven't seen yet, they're just, I don't know what they did. But Kingpin should not be alive if she walks up to him and shoots him in the head, which is the same thing she did in at the end of Hawkeye. But again, it's off screen, so maybe he did something and got away. Like, we don't know. Maybe he wasn't the one that got shot. Maybe she got shot. Who knows? Who knows what happened? But for a fact, they say that Kingpin does die in Echo. There is no reason why he should be alive in Daredevil. Unless Daredevil is a backstory.
Unless they are ignoring Echo, like it never happens.
That too.
They need to make a new Ghost Rider, as long as it's not, woke, a new Ghost Rider movie or show, and have Nicolas Cage still be Ghost Rider.
I think Nicolas Cage is a good actor. I don't know why he got so much.
Hate for Ghost Rider?
No, he gets hate for
everything.
acting.
Yeah.
Not everything he does. A lot of he does get credit for some stuff, but there's a lot of stuff that he like doesn't get credit for, which I think is weird because he's a good actor.
Oh, Nicolas Cage.
Anyhow, I think that's the most of the shows that I can think of right now.
Keanu Reeves should be in a Marvel movie.
Keanu, probably, because he's Keanu.
Keanu Reeves wants to so badly be in a Star Wars movie, really, really badly.
Mm.
And Dad and I were talking about
I
how
think
cool it'd be.
Denzel was supposed to be in a
Who?
Marvel. Denzel.
That would be awesome.
I think if I remember correctly, Denzel is supposed to be one of the new Marvel movies.
No, he's supposed to be Marvel. Yeah.
Anyhow, but since
Keanu Reeves said
if
if he'd be any superhero in any Marvel or DC movie, he would be Wolverine.
Wolverine is cool.
Could you imagine John Wick and Wolverine fusion, basically? Oh my gosh! John Wick is my second favorite movie ever, and Wolverine's my favorite superhero ever. That would be so
Okay. He's kind of geeking out.
I'm really geeking out. With my arms crossed. Like,
now we can get to the Marvel movies. Because in reality, that's the most we ever watched. Superhero-wise out of DC and that one. I can't think of any other, like, series, I guess.
That was it.
With superheroes in it. Like DC, Marvel, like that. Those are, like,
I mean, we could talk
known
about One
for
Punch Man,
superheroes.
but I mean, it's still kind of
Yeah, that's Magna. That's Magna. That's not really... That would be like if we were doing princesses, which we will never do. If we were to do princesses and wanted to talk about Princess Leia as like a part of it, but Princess Leia is Star Wars, and Star Wars is its own sci-fi world. We would have to talk specifically about sci-fi if we wanted to talk about Princess Leia in her world. It wouldn't really count. So that's what I'm saying about One Punch Man. One Punch Man is more of Magna world, not so much superhero world.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't think of anything that properly belongs in the superhero world that isn't like One Punch Man. So, movie-wise, we started with, and I mean in the MCU. It was, I mean, there were a lot of movies that were Marvel movies that weren't in the MCU, like the
old
Fantastic Four movies, the Edward Norton Hulk movie. I can't think of a ton right now.
I think that belongs.
It does, but most people say it doesn't, even though it does.
Because they swap out.
Yeah, because they swap Edward Norton.
Mark.
But
Ruffalo?
the Edward Norton's version does connect guys. So that is a part of the MCU. Edward Norton is... I think he's a better Hulk, but that's neither here nor there.
He is better.
Those movies do have content, and that's most of those old movies. They have some sort of like adult scenes in there, but the storyline wise, the jokes, the older stuff, some of the sci-fi wasn't great. I mean, not sci-fi, CGI wasn't great, but it was old, so what do you expect? But it was still a movie that you could sit down and enjoy, not a movie that you're like, oh, I don't have to, like, I want to figure out what happened here and there, so I have to finish it. But, like, I wish I had picked a different movie. Or some people would have just taken it off, but I'm the type of person that has to watch it through. So it was started off good, and then we get into like actual MCU movies, which are like Captain America's, Iron Man's, Thor's, and I mean older ones, guys. And I was gonna say Hulk, but they never remade him a movie with Mark Ruffalo. That's why
Hopefully they don't.
Edward Norton belongs. But yeah, so those older stuff were good. Oh, and the Avengers. I think the Avengers are some of the greatest movies ever. But
when the day that you watched almost all the Hawkeye shows, before that, Dad watched the Black Widow movie. He watched it with Nehemiah. Nehemiah came up to me at the end of the movie. He goes, "Hey, I watched the Black Widow movie." I said, "Good? Was it good?" He goes, "Yeah, it was pretty good. But Taskmaster was a chick." I said, and he goes, "And she had a microchip." He goes, "Yeah, she had a chip in her neck. That was weird." I was like, "Well," and he goes, "And that's how she remembered everything. And she had a bow and arrow." I see, a Taskmaster masters all weapons. He can do everything. And he was like, "Ah." So next time we play, well, I'm going to say the game that where we pick characters and we fight, I'm gonna bring in my bow and arrow. But either, but yeah, that was.
So then we get to a point where these movies went from being really good. Again, the Iron Man, I know the first one had content and the second one had jokes. So we go to jokes and that type of stuff, and then we just keep on going. To a point where the movies are good. I don't see as much content anymore, a lot of jokes, but not much content. It's like the Doctor Strange,
You mean the Scarlet Witch movie?
I'm talking about the first one.
Oh.
What movies came around? Spider-Man's. I'm saying the first two. And there's a lot of other ones, guys, but they're not just coming to my brain. They were good. Some were great. There wasn't as much. There was no scenes, but there were jokes. And that was like that era of like 2015. They were decent movies. They were pretty good movies. So they were good or great. That's what you had in 2015. By the time that we get to like 2020, the movies are either like they're bearable or they're just bad. They're just trashy. Like Captain Marvel's trashy. Like, well, did they even release the second one?
Marvel's? Yes, it's finally released. And nobody watched it.
Nobody watched it, literally or practically nobody.
Nobody, practically. Oh, and the black Captain Marvel girl goes to find the chick of the Arrow show.
Arrow?
I mean, the chick of the Green Hawkeye show, and basically tells her that the men are doing an awful job as being superheroes.
In what?
At the end of the Marvel's movie, she's just doing her thing, training. She's like, the men are doing an awful job. She's like, yeah, but I'm doing my thing right now. So whenever you're ready, just get ready because you and I gotta be here soon, basically. She's like, all right, I'll see you then. And just kept arching, basically.
That's just weird, guys.
Yep. She was like, yep, see you later.
That's pretty much what they do in all these newer Marvel movies. It's just like constant feminism, but not only feminism, but they have to trash men.
Yeah, it was just kind of weird.
It's just demeaning.
It's their strongest heroes.
It's just trying to. They think building people up means that we have to build everyone else down. That's like the opposite of what the Bible says.
But they don't care about what the Bible says.
But that's my point. It's made by ungodly people.
So it'll be ungodly, basically.
So the way that they're trying to help people, and I'm saying society itself, is trying to help people, they hurt everyone else. Like, you build up people by, like, telling them that they're doing good, criticizing, but constructively, and just being kind in general. Instead, they are like, the women are great, and everybody else is bad. Like, they just are. And then they do the same thing with colored people. Like, they're good, they're oppressed, they need a lot of help. So they kind of build them down, ego-wise. Like, basically, they're almost like, they're trying so hard, and we need to help them out. And then everybody else is their oppressor, and nobody else can do anything right. That's pretty much what they do. And it doesn't have to be that way, but that's what every Marvel movie now has done. Except for, what's the name of it? You like it a lot. Well, you like the series. Not the Rocky Raccoon.
Oh, Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah.
But that one was filmed in, like, what, 2018, 2017?
I think 19.
I don't know. It's not as
I think
new.
it wasn't
It's
as
dope.
because Chris Pratt's Christian, so he's maybe probably able to do something about that.
Well, it was probably just because they don't really listen to their actors as much as they sound like they do. It was probably really because of the era the movie was made. It was just released late. So
Because of COVID, and they didn't want to post up a movie, but
yeah, it's just bad money. Because nobody's going to go if you're telling everybody to just stay inside. So, although what I would have done was created a company that's like theaters, but an online theater, so you still have to pay to watch it. It's almost like when you're watching fights and you have to pay to watch them.
Yeah, they have those, but they're not very good. Because people like actually going to the theater.
Yeah, but if it was COVID, they would have no choice but to stay.
They need a lot of money.
That's what I'm saying. Would have been a COVID industry. Anyhow.
Like COVID's tree. The COVID's tree?
What's it before COVID itself was its own industry, but whatever.
That's a different episode.
But anyhow, wait, are we allowed to say that on
COVID? Yeah, you can say COVID.
I think I heard somewhere. All right, whatever. I'm not doing this one now. What happened? Oh yeah. So they just, in every chance they can, they try to bring like women up and like colored people up, but while tearing everyone else down.
Not only women and colored people.
Oh, in the LGBTQ plus movement.
The LGBT.
That one always feels like a diss.
The tease,
like
the trash.
But this is the thing that bugs me. They're trying to, pander to people so they feel like they don't have to make good content. And that's what really gets my goat or my boat. I forgot what the saying is. Goat? It's get my goat.
It really doesn't float my boat. It rains in my parade.
It's you
I breathe my
truly
Humphrey down.
believe feminists, LGBTQ plus people, and colored people are so stupid that they'll watch the trash that you're giving them.
They're not that stupid. They're
That's
not
what I'm
going
saying.
to give it.
They're not dumb. So just because you put it in there doesn't mean they're gonna watch
So
it. Like
step off.
Like with the Captain Marvel stuff. Like they
Yeah.
want to see female superheroes, but they don't want them to be as bad as she was.
But yeah, the
You're
Captain
just
Marvel
insulting
movies
them.
would be like
It's
if
not
a
only
bunch of feminists went to
insulting-
go watch it, and it was like that one guy in the crowd that goes, "Oh yeah," and that was the lady who played Captain Marvel. She's like, "Whoa, yeah, that was awesome, yeah."
yeah, basically. So they insult these people by creating horrible characters. Because, like, Captain Marvel's a feminist, but she's, like, the most insulting feminist that feminists could watch. You have characters that are supposed to be a part of the you know what I'm trying to say, that movement, but they're just insulting characters. Like, there's nothing good about these characters. They're just poorly written.
Funny
And then
is
you
that
have
they're
colored
insulting,
people-
but they have no flavor.
Colored people, some of the characters are good, but then we've gotten to a point where they're all like, "Oh, we're being oppressed," and they just become obnoxious. Like, you could make characters better. Stop just. You know what it really feels like they're doing? It feels like they actually hate all these different people, and so they're trying to destroy them. They either just horrible writers or trying to upset colored people, the LGBTQ plus movement, and women. Like,
Dude, Minnesota is so
it's just
woke.
insulting. The only good female superhero in the MCU, and I
Widow.
mean all around, is Black Widow.
And Mantis.
No, Mantis is okay, but she doesn't really have much to her character.
Well, the best female superhero in the all Marvel is Cosmo, the dog.
Is she a superhero though?
If she has superpowers and she's a hero.
And she's a
She's a
dog. She's not a
super-
woman.
She's a female
she's
dog.
a female dog, so she's the best female dog.
She's more than a woman.
The best female superhero is Black Widow. Is just what it is.
Name one,
That's
Jeff.
one of the things. Like Gamora was good at first. Like,
But then when they went back in time
she just
and
became
brought her
obnoxious.
back, she was
and-
kind of a jerk.
well, I would use a stronger word for jerk if I could, but it was
Jerker?
just like
Jerkist?
ha ha ha. It was just like they're
That.
trying so hard
And
to
fail
get
every
people to
time.
like their stuff and to like be supportive and inclusive that they just end up hurting everybody else. It's more, you know what? It's like they're trying to like be kind and like be inclusive. They're so focused on that they forget they're
No one
supposed to come up
cares.
with a good storyline. That's their job.
They also forget that.
So it went from having good storylines, it was immoral because this is Hollywood. Hollywood is immoral.
Yeah.
To just being horrible storylines, nobody can stand what they're watching, and full of agenda.
Full of it. They don't want to watch it. It's insulting to them. Well, depends the person, because a lot of people are like,
So,
yeah,
some
great.
people really are that stupid, unfortunately. But there are lots of people that I've heard that are like, yeah, that was just insulting.
You know what? People. Oh wait, I had a really good point. When the break part came. I remember. You know when someone's trying to push something, if one thing is really being pushed and the other thing is not being remotely mentioned. You know what I'm saying?
No.
I mean,
Well, you have to be more specific. What do you mean by that?
well, they can have a bunch of LGBTQ stuff and everything. They're obviously trying to promote it,
Right.
but they won't have any.
Well, Christians?
No, you forget about that. They're not gonna have a Christian character. I'm just saying, even though Steve Rogers was Christian and all their stuff, practically he mentioned God.
I mean, he kind of was a Christian.
No, I
you
mean in the
could
comics
tell.
he mentioned God.
No, and he mentions him in the movies. 2-3
There's
times
only
at
one
least.
God, and I'm pretty sure he does it just like that.
Yeah, there was that one, and he mentions him in the first Captain America, and I'm almost positive he mentions God in the second one.
I'm saying like
So he has a faith, but we really don't hear much.
I got a good example. They'll have a bunch of homosexual characters and not one good white male character. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They're obviously trying to do something.
but they're obviously promoting. It's not even that. You could tell they're promoting it because it's everywhere, and it's like, it's not. It's like Gorky was saying earlier. You could just say, I got this from Zach, and if they ask, they ask. But
they're obviously trying to push it.
It's just like
the guy's name is my boyfriend.
Yeah, like you didn't have to do this, so that's on purpose. Yeah. It's like the thing with the Hawkeye. She on purpose says my wife. She does that on purpose. Well, not she, but I'm saying
and if they're friends, she should be able
to
say, "No, Janet gave this to me."
Yeah, or whatever her wife's name was.
I'm gonna call it Janet. No, wait, no, we already have Janet.
Trisha. No, wait, the name of the
Therese gave this to him. Therese is like a man's name.
Laura. We're going with Laura.
Mitchell gave this to me.
Laura gave this to me.
Whatever, we don't care.
But it feels like because they're pushing the agenda, the storylines get worse, and it to me feels like they just think if they put an agenda, people who they're pandering to will watch and don't have a sense about what's actually good
or what they want to watch.
No, it's just like they think that they're so stupid to watch just because Caitlyn said that she has a girlfriend.
Why Caitlyn?
I don't know. It's the first name that came to my brain.
Caitlyn definitely doesn't have a girlfriend. We're talking about Flash.
That is true.
She had like 2 boyfriends, and both of them die. And then she gets another boyfriend, Julian, and he leaves.
Third season, but they kind of broke up. They kind of broke up.
And then the 4th season, he was moved back to England. Like,
no, he moved back to England.
Right. But you have a good character. Why just get rid of him?
They probably couldn't afford him for much longer.
Are you in the Hunger Games?
Are you what?
Are you in the Hunger Games?
Hunger Games.
He said to Flash, he said, "Are you going to the Planet of the Apes? Are you in the Hunger Games?" He was like super excited. That was funny. I like that.
That was funny. Yeah, Jolene was a good character in the Flash show.
It was annoying at first. But
yeah, that's usually how these characters start off.
Either way, movies are just not as good.
Are they superhero movies?
No, most movies now.
No, because I feel like the movies are starting to get better.
Oh, but Gladiator 2 was fire. The new Karate Kid was the greatest Karate Kid movie ever. It was really good.
But that's why I said it at the beginning. I felt like other movies became good and the superhero genre got worse.
Yeah.
So that's the sad point that we're at, guys.
So, guys, if you want to watch a Marvel movie, Liliana, what Marvel movie do you say that they should watch?
Should watch.
What superhero period? No, we'll do Marvel first.
If I'm going to say the first Avengers. It's probably one of the best ones. No quarrels about that one.
Yeah, I would agree. You should watch the first Avengers movie. Now, if they would watch a DC movie, we can't even.
Dark Knight 2? What was that one called?
Just The Dark Knight.
Oh, it's The Dark Knight.
First one's Batman Rises, The Dark Knight, and Dark Knight Rises, I think. I don't know.
Dark Knight was the best.
With Heath Ledger, Christian Bale, Gary Oldman, somebody else.
Somebody else.
A lot of other people.
There were a lot of good actors. Christian Bale was okay.
Yeah, he did a good job.
That's why I said he was
okay. And then
okay.
Tom Hardy was Bane. And Venom later.
Well, Tom Hardy is the third.
It was coincidental.
What?
Before they made the Venom movie, before Tom Hardy played Venom, Death Battle did Bane versus Venom. And a few years later, Tom Hardy plays Venom.
I guess that was coincidental.
Which is not a fair fight.
Yeah, that was...
They did it because Eddie Brock
and
Bane both use a form of Venom.
Oh.
So the episode's really putting together which Venom was better. Because Bane's scene he uses is called the Venom.
Oh,
so like which
okay, that was an
Batman or
idea.
Spider-Man villain had the better Venom.
Mm-hmm. So that makes sense.
Yeah, it was a good fight.
I can't think of any other superhero thing out there, so we can't really.
Well, it's just on the subject of superheroes. Who's your favorite superhero?
Doctor Strange, simple.
Well, for Marvel, yeah. Wolverine. Ghost Rider's a close second, followed by Spider-Man, followed by Daredevil, followed by Iron Fist.
How about what's it called?
DC?
Yep.
There's only 2 good superheroes: Batman and Red Hood.
Flash is a good superhero.
Right. For me, my top 5 would be Batman.
I think
Red
the
Hood.
Flash show made Flash a better superhero.
No, the
And-
older Flash was really cool. I like the older Flash.
Yeah, but these characters really weren't that cool. Like the other shows and movies that we've seen with Flash,
The Arrow show made
he's
Arrow
just
cool.
cheesy.
The Arrow show made Arrow cool.
But the Flash show made Flash cool. He was more than what he usually is. Like most people just see him as a speedster. In this one, he was really, really smart. Of course, he's a speedster. And he's just got a lot of dimension as a character. And the actor for Flash, whoever he is an incredible actor. So I feel like it gave the character just more. And I agree with the Arrow thing. Like
Green Arrow was a
is just
stupid hero.
it's just silly.
His main
Like,
thing was a punching glove. Arrow.
that wasn't his main. In some stuff it's like a joke main, but and if you watch like shows where they were trying to make them actually cool, no, it wasn't. So it depends on
But
the
the
series you
show
watch.
made him a cool
Yeah.
hero.
He
Contorted
became
him
more
would
of
be
like a
cool.
vigilante, which makes sense. You have arrows, like that's gonna
Yep.
end people's lives. We'll say because we're on YouTube.
That's good at erase people.
Erase. He should have just done that, and then he would have been in less trouble on the show.
Yeah.
I blame
Erase
Hector from Electric Company.
Oh, for
I
me it
blame
would
him.
be Batman and Red Hood. Nightwing. Superman, Flash.
Superman.
The original Superman.
Listen, I get
Is a
original
cool
Superman,
hero.
but he really isn't. I can't enjoy a character that isn't gonna struggle unless he's got kryptonite.
I also or magic now.
Yeah, but
I like
still.
Superman as a character. Because I find him inspirational almost. He's one of the first superheroes in the game. Now he's the most famous superhero ever.
Yeah.
And you gotta just admire the skill, the talent behind Superman. There was nothing like it before. So yeah, I like Superman. He's cool. You don't have a top 5s list for Marvel heroes or DC heroes.
Yeah, because I'm very straightforward. I know who I like.
Who's your least favorite superhero?
Superhero
Marvel.
in Marvel. I instantly want to say Captain Marvel, but I didn't even really think about it.
Yeah.
If I did have a top 5 for Marvel, it would be Doctor Strange, probably Iron Man.
Yeah, he's Iron Man.
Black Widow, Moon Knight, and that's both of. I would combine both personalities to one Moon Knight.
You really like Black Widow that much?
I just like her because she's like the only good female in anything. There's like very few. Most television just portray women to be like these annoying, naggy, like basically every horrible stereotype there is.
That's why you need to read Spy Family.
No, I don't.
Jeff, don't you agree? Janet, didn't you agree? It's unanimous.
That's because Jeff is a Magna nerd, and Janet,
Like Spy Family.
yeah, but he's right. The lady in that one is a really nice one. It's just very few shows where the woman or
Is an
movies
actual good
that is
character.
actually like good,
Not annoying, not nagging.
and I
not
mean like in a series.
disrespectful.
Because, yeah, Black Widow is only going in show wise. I can only think of Jules from Psych. Well, most of the women in the show are good. Chief could be a little naggy, but she was the chief.
Yeah,
So-
she's the chief. You gotta give her some leeway.
Yeah, and most of the time where she was acting like a jerk, she was nursing a baby, which was the joke the whole time that she was exhausted.
I remember when
That's
she
why
was
she
just
would
like
act like
sitting
a
there at her
jerk.
desk and Sean came to tell her something and she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I was asleep with my eyes open."
Yeah, I learned how to fall asleep with my eyes open during patrol.
Stay
What were
calm.
you saying? Yeah, stay up.
Never mind. It was bad news.
No,
that
he
was telling
tries to. It was good and bad news.
you. Either way,
He was doing something he shouldn't.
We
have.
digress. The point is, superheroes were good. Movie wise, corny. Good again. And now, don't like Marvel. Thor: Love and Thunder was really bad. We can just look.
Yeah, it's just. If you could erase 3 superhero movies, you have to have watched them.
Okay, Quantumania. The second Doctor Strange. And Thor: Love and Thunder. Because I love Thor so much.
Yeah, they kind of ruined. Thor himself wasn't bad, but the movie was.
Here's the thing, though. Although it was really cool how because Mjolnir was broken, they could split up Mjolnir into millions of pieces and rip it through people and then bring it right back. That was pretty
awesome.
darn cool stuff.
But there really wasn't much fight scenes. They went from being pretty serious to
what about you? What about you?
I agree with Thor: Love and Thunder.
You definitely agree with Doctor Strange.
No, I'm trying to think about that one. I'm trying to think if there were anything worse, and I don't remember a ton. I would probably agree with Judge's erase list. I can't think of movies that were worst that I've watched. Oh no, that's not true. Quantumania I would save, and I would erase Eternals. Although technically people kind of ignored it, but still.
It was bad poo.
Yeah, Eternals just all the way around was not good.
Well, guys, thank you so much for tuning back into the To The Bunch podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share to your friends if you have any. If you have friends, share them. If you don't have friends, if you don't share it, that means you don't have friends. That's what I did there. And next time, we will be back with our top 10 favorite superheroes.
Are we?
Yeah. I just had the idea.
So I guess we kind of have to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Give us the motivation to do it.
You said share. I think you said comment. Don't forget to subscribe.
No.
Guys, don't forget to like.
Actually, no, better. We'll pick right here, right now. Top 10 favorite superheroes or top 10 favorite UFC fighters. But we should have at least Papi or Nani on. I mean, having a professional fighter would make sense. So pick right now. You got to pick in front of the camera.
I want to do the UFC one so bad. We're doing that one.
All right.
Do I pick Papi or do I pick Nani?
Or we can do both.
Do we have enough room for both?
Yeah, we can do. Yeah, we got 4 microphones. All right, guys. Yeah. Seriously though, it was such an honor to be back with you guys. So instead of Marvel Heroes, we're going to do UFC. Blah, blah, but we got to make a appointment with Nani. I guess you can say.
An appointment.
So guys, thank you so much.
Miss Gabrielle Roman, BKFC fighter. Where do you come and do an interview?
See you guys.
Bye. Bloopers? Bloopers? Bloopers.
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 Bloopers. Bloopers. Bloopers. Bloopers.
I'm still waiting for you.
Bloopers. Sorry, it's fun.
Wait, no, there's hair on the mic.
No, that's fine. I'm on the R's.
Okay.
Are we rolling?
Yeah.
That's perfect. All right.
I can't think of any other thing with superheroes. If you get what I'm saying.
Smells like chicken.
No, it doesn't. Don't listen. Actually, maybe it does. I can't smell things.
It does smell like chicken to me. Like KFC or Popeyes.
Popeyes tastes better. Anyways.
Now it smells like a car.
Of course it does.
The new car smell.